super friends, and welcome to DC TV Talk. This is the show where we talk all things Supergirl, The Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, Arrow, and Black Lightning. And in today's video, we're going to be discussing and going through The Flash Season 5 death predictions, so let's go straight into it. Also, if you like this video and you want to see more content like this, be sure to head to my podcast channel, which is called Honor Thy Podcast. It is a weekly DC TV Arrowverse podcast I do with my good friend Dan McCants, aka Mulekick Media. So if you like this video and you want to see more, be sure to head to the link in the description down below. So one of the most surprising things confirmed at San Diego Comic-Con regarding The Flash Season 5 came from executive producer Todd Helbing, who did confirm that within Season 5 there is going to be, and I quote, many deaths within the show. Now, we don't know how many there is going to be, we don't know how major the deaths of the characters are going to be, like we don't know if they're going to be, major cast members or if they're going to be just, insignificant characters. But point is, there's going to be a lot of death going on in The Flash Season 5, and what I want to do is I want to do some predictions as to who I think may be hitting the chopping block. Now, I have three choices to go through here. My first one is Joe West. Now, Joe, in my opinion, has kind of been waiting to die for a few years now. I was convinced he was going to die in Season 3 during the whole Savitar prophecy thing when he said one will fall. I was convinced that was going to be Joe. I just feel like Joe is that type of character who, kind of like Quentin in Arrow, he's kind of just that character who you could kill off. He would have a massive amounts of emotion to go with that. And in terms of his impact on the show overall, while that sort of figure would be gone, he doesn't actually impact that much in terms of the stuff that goes on in day-to-day life. He's always, that emotional character. He's always the one that everyone can talk to, because he is basically the dad of everyone on Team Flash. And I feel like if you take that away, that would have a massive impact on not only Iris, but also Wally if he was around, and also Barry, of course. So it would be a massive loss to the team if we were to lose Joe. And like I said, it would just, although we wouldn't lose too much in terms of what goes on in day-to-day life, we wouldn't have that emotional, shoulder to cry on, so to speak, that Joe West provides. And it also would be an element of sadness, because obviously he's just had his new child been born, Jenna Marie West, which would make Cecile a widow, and would also leave Cecile, to be the mother of the child alone. Now, obviously, everyone at Team Flash would obviously help her and look after, Iris would be there and everything like that. But, the baby wouldn't have a father, so it just depends on whether they want to go down that route. I feel like just killing Joe would have a massive emotional impact, and like I said, I feel like it's just been a long time coming. My other choice is Cisco Ramon. Now, Cisco, I feel like this one seems a bit bold, it seems a bit out there, and I don't really have that much tangible evidence to actually supply as to why I think this. It's just there have been some rumors recently that Carlos Valdez, who plays Cisco, is going to be leaving the show. So this has caused a lot of people to speculate that maybe he's not going to be around much longer. Also, I mean, Cisco, based on what Carlos Valdez was saying, which kind of conflicts against that, is that Cisco's powers are going to be tested beyond all else. So this does give the impression he's going to be sticking around. But I don't really know what's going on with Cisco next season. It seems like he's going to be having minimal storylines, which is really bad after Season 4, where he had nothing either. So it's going to be really hard to kind of see what they're trying to do with Cisco. Now, I feel like if they kill Cisco, that would really annoy a lot of fans, because he is a fan favorite. He always has been since Season 1. He's always been that fan favorite character. So I feel like if you kill him, you're going to kill off a massive amount of the fan base and just annoy a lot of people. Yes, it would be an emotional death, and it would be a massive loss to the team, but I feel like the show would lose a lot if Cisco was gone. I feel like he's such a huge part of it, and it's such a huge part of how it operates. I feel like if you take that part out, it feels like a piece would be missing. And I guess that's what you want out of an impactful death, but I don't know if that would be a good death in the sense of, leaving a hole. I feel like it would be a hole that you couldn't ever refill, So I don't know if they'd ever do that. Now, in terms of evidence, there was a video released by Candice Patton, who plays Iris West, on her Instagram, featuring Grant Gustin, who plays Barry Allen, and Hartley Sawyer, who plays Ralph Dibny. And they are in Star Labs, and in the background you can see an article that says Vibe Dead, or at least it says Vibe DEA, and obviously you can just assume that the final letter there is D. So this does hint at the fact maybe Vibe is, Cisco's dead at this point, and this is like episode 2, so I don't really know what this is going to be. Personally, I feel like this is much likely more of a future thing. I feel like this is a lot more of a thing that's going to be, a mistake that Nora made in the future. This was like an impact of one of the mistakes Nora made, and it's like, oh, look at the results, at this point in the future, 30 years in the future, Cisco dies, or Vibe dies. The only thing is that that picture they have of Vibe on that news report is literally Cisco from now. So I don't really know how they're going to play that, but I feel like there's a lot of evidence saying that Cisco could die and a lot of evidence saying that he couldn't. So it's really conflicting. I just feel like Cisco, again, I feel like his time may be coming up on the show, and it pains me to say it. And my final choice I'm going to end off is a bit more of a smaller character, but someone who has been around on The Flash since Season 1 and has had a pretty good presence ever since. And that is Captain Singh. I feel like, you know, he's the head of the CCPD. He's Barry's boss, you know. I just feel like he has had quite a, you know, not a huge substantial role, but definitely a major role within the show nonetheless, where, you know, he's always been there for Barry, he's always been there for Joe. I feel like, again, he just has that role. And one thing that's interesting to bring up that can relate to Captain Singh and can also relate to Joe and can also relate to Cisco is that the villain of the season, Cicada, he wants to basically kill people who were saved by the Flash. And what's interesting is both Captain Singh, Cisco, Joe, and also everybody on Team Flash for that matter have all been saved by Barry or by the Flash. So this makes everyone a target pretty much, and I feel like that these three are the most likely candidates because, like I said, I think Joe's time is coming, Cisco seems like there could be something going on, and Singh I feel like is a character you could kill off in a disposable way and also have an emotional impact at the same time. So I feel like there are a lot of potential as to who they could kill off, but I feel like for me it's Joe, Cisco, and Singh. They're like the three ones I have who I see are in the targets. But what do you guys think about The Flash Season 5, and who do you think is going to be killed off throughout the season? Do you agree with my picks, or do you have your own? Make sure you tell me all your thoughts in the comment section down below about who you think is going to die at the hands of Cicada in The Flash Season 5. So, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a like. It'll help me out a lot. And share this video with anyone and everyone you know who loves DC TV and get them to join the community. And as always, guys, please subscribe for your latest content on Supergirl, The Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, Arrow, and Black Lightning. And with all that said, guys, I hope to see you again in my next video.